する者は許しません。
What up, humans? Kurumi here, and welcome to our tips, tricks, and guide video. In this video, we are going to show you tips and tricks for Mia. But if you guys are interested on watching the complete guide, just search for Time Traveler Boot Camp Mia on the search bar. Anyway, let's proceed. Set first skill to max level first. Prioritizing this makes the base damage of this skill higher and the duration longer. That means you can deal more damage to multiple enemies for a longer period. Prioritize second skill less since your first skill is what you need to deal more damage to enemies. Always upgrade the ultimate skill when available for upgrading. Mia's passive skill is what you need to shoot more arrows. Each basic attack she deals will grant her stacks. Each stack will increase her attack speed. You can see the number of stacks she has under her health bar. When she reaches full stacks, a Moonlight Shadow will deal additional damage to the target she is attacking. Take note that the Moonlight Shadow's attack doesn't apply basic attack effects, but it can deal critical hits, which can be a bonus for offensive purposes. The attack speed boost and the Moonlight Shadow attack damage can help you farm easily. You can also push turrets easily because of the attack speed bonus and the Moonlight Shadow damage. Even the Lord won't stand a chance against you because of your attack barrage. Mia's first skill is what you need to deal more damage in team fights. Using this skill will buff your basic attacks to shoot 2 secondary arrows. The main arrow will deal the most damage while the secondary arrows will deal just a percentage of your attack damage. You can use the multi-arrow basic attacks to clear up the minion wave easily even in the early game. So in the late game, it's just like the enemy minion wave just said hello, and then say goodbye after that. This also lets you shoot as much enemy heroes as possible during team fights to be a more effective damage dealer. Also, the secondary arrows can help you gain charges for your passive skill to reach full stacks in no time. And also basic attack effects are applied to the secondary arrows. So it's best if she has items such as Demon Hunter's Sword and Lifesteal items to deal more damage and for survival. Lastly, the clone damage from your passive is also applied to the other targets hit by your secondary arrows. Mia's second skill is what you need to immobilize enemies and slow them. Using this skill will let Mia shoot an empowered arrow from the sky towards the specified location. Enemies hit in the location will be immobilized. You can immobilize the target to avoid them from further escaping. I just don't know why Leomore chose death over survival here though. You can also use this to help your team or yourself to escape death by immobilizing enemies chasing you. After that, the empowered arrow will scatter into different directions and will deal minor damage and slowing effects. If you aim this skill exactly towards the target can receive all the minor damage from this skill. But this is just on an advanced level since we know you will always panic during team fights, right? Mia's ultimate skill is what you need to ghost your enemies and leave them hanging. Using this skill will make you concealed and have your movement speed boosted. After the conceal, you will be granted full stacks of your passive skill. You can make yourself invisible in case you are in trouble against lots of enemies. Just like how someone ghosted you for granted. The invisibility and movement speed boost can also help you escape near-to-death experience. You can also fool enemies by using bushes to your advantage. Getting out of conceal grants full stacks of your passive, which can help you send the target to the afterlife in no time. Even if you are invisible, some area of effect skills still might hit you. We will show you our experiments about this later on. Not only this skill can make you invisible, it also removes debuffs from you upon using. You can get out of debuffs such as immobilization upon using this skill. We will show you some of our experiments later. Here we are again with our experiments. We have our Wakandian brother, Rakuten, to demonstrate with us some heroes that can greatly counter or dominate Mia in-game. First, let's try which heroes can counter Mia's pro-ghosting skills with her ultimate skill. Let's try if Rafaela's first skill could reveal Mia. As you can see, Mia was revealed even if she went invisible. So never try ghosting Rafaela because she can still see through you. Next, let's try if Claude's ultimate skill will still shoot Mia while invisible. As you can see, Mia didn't receive damage when she went invisible. Claude probably doesn't have a third eye. Next, let's try if Uratel's second skill can scare Mia to reappear. As you can see, Mia didn't reappear, but she was damaged by Leo's roar. She is really a persistent ghoster indeed. Next, let's try if Hayabusa will still continue his ultimate skill when Mia goes invisible. As you can see, Hayabusa was still delivering the slashes in the afterlife. So that's how you counter people who ghost you. You should be ghosting them too. Next, let's try if Wan's ultimate skill will still continue after Mia goes invisible. As you can see, Wan has a third eye that lets her shoot Mia even if she is invisible. So never try ghosting Wan, okay? Next, let's try Mia's ultimate skill's debuff removal against other hero skills. Let's try if Kaja's ultimate skill can be removed after using Mia's ultimate skill. As you can see, her ultimate skill can't be used during Kaja's ultimate. So for someone not to ghost you, better cling to them really tight. But please not in an illegal way because the popos will put you into jail. Next, let's try using our ultimate skill when Franco's hook clings to Mia. As you can see, Mia was still pulled by the hook. But if you use Mia's ultimate skill just after the pulling begins, she can get out of this toxic relationship with Franco. How about Franco's ultimate skill? As you can see, Mia can't use her ultimate skill while being suppressed. Now let's try if we can get out of Chao's ultimate skill. As you can see, after the knockback, we were able to get out of his follow-up flurry kicks. I'm happy Montan is letting Mia get out of this toxic and violent relationship. Next, let's try if we can get out of Sylvana's ultimate skill. As you can see, she just walked out there like a boss. But if Sylvana aims her ultimate skill where Mia's at, even if she is invisible, Sylvana's ultimate skill will still hold her. Now, let's try it against Barrett's ultimate skill. As you can see, we were able to get out of his tongue action. But if you use your ultimate skill at the wrong timing, you will suffer pleasurable death with his tongue. Now let's try if we can get out of the series of knockups from Minotaur's ultimate skill. As you can see, even if we were able to get out of one knockup, we were knocked up by the other instances. So if you want to escape from this, either use the Purify spell or use her ultimate skill on the last knockup instance. Next, let's try if we can get out of Guinevere's combo. As you can see, with the right timing, you can get out of Guinevere's combo easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, let's try if we can get out of Aurora's freezing power. As you can see, the cold never bothered Mia anyway. She just have to let it go. Last but not the least, we have Saber. Let's try if we can get out of Saber's ultimate skills knockup. As you can see, we were able to avoid Saber knocking us up, but Saber's ultimate skill still damaged Mia even if she got out of it. All I can say is stay out of toxic relationships as soon as possible to avoid further damage. In terms of her combo, we follow a very simple combo for Mia. The first combo we are going to teach is if you are the type of marksman player who always stays safe. First, use your second skill to immobilize the targets. Then, if the enemies release their crowd control effects on you, you can use your ultimate skill to get the hell out of there and ghost them for good. Then, make sure to position yourself and keep your distance away from them a little bit. Then, use your first skill and deal your basic attack barrage. Then use your spells or skills whenever available depending on the situation. If you prefer the ambush type of combo, here is the combo for you. Because you are going to ambush the enemies, we assume that you don't have stacks for your passive skill. So first use your ultimate skill to sneak behind the enemies. But before doing so, make sure that the enemies you are ambushing doesn't have crowd control skills, or else you are just offering yourself as a feast for the enemies. You can use Flicker if you are really impatient to send the enemies back to their mother's womb. Then, use first skill so your attacks will produce multiple arrows. Then, just continue dealing basic attacks. Use your second skill whenever enemies are trying to escape. Additional tip, always be careful when flickering in team fights. Check first if your teammates will gladly help you or not, because if not, then you might end up being a peace offering for sure. The tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Mia. This video just guides you on how to use Mia the Kurumi way. We would like to thank our Wakandian lab rat, Rakuten, for being our lab rat for this bootcamp. You can search for him in-game and tell them how much you appreciate him, willing to sacrifice his pride and honor for our sake. Watch his in-game streams and send some flowers and hearts. So, once again, this is Kurumi and that's how you use Mia. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, check out the community tab for the giveaway post. We have our Ko-fi account just in case you want to donate us some Ko-fi funds. Check our Ko-fi link on the description of this video. Please only trust bootcamp videos from our official accounts. See you on the next Mobile Legends Bootcamp. Cheers.